Hey, what's up? What's going on out there? I was checking out this video with Choke No Joke. He used to do the videography for Rockefeller back in the day, but he's going to talk about why he thinks that 50 Cent executive produced the P. Diddy documentary that's on Netflix. And he had some interesting things to say. So I'm going to let the video play and give my one too.
I think she goes by Jane Doe in some of the legal documents, allegedly, which is his child's mother. Do you have a problem that he didn't put her in this?
Yeah. I don't have a personal problem, but if you're going to tell the story of Diddy going to jail and you put Cassie in there, how you don't put her in there?
Well, clearly, I'm trying to protect her, right? That's like my child's mother. I'm not trying to mess up my family home at the house.
She don't live under his roof, nigga. That's it.
Man, I bust out laughing the first time I heard him say that. This interview had a lot of funny stuff that his reaction was just funny to me. But the interview would just sound like, I don't know if he's just trying to play, I guess, the other side of like a devil's advocate or whatever, or he's just a simp.
Diddy chick, that's my son today.
That's my son's mother though.
And that's Diddy's bitch. It is what it is. So why isn't she in there? Mm-hmm. She's sleeping with 3 men a night in the freak off. Why isn't she not in there? Because he was found not guilty on coercion, sex, trafficking.
You really think a man could dissect and produce a content about the woman that he was with and in love with and relive her sexual escapades? He probably didn't want to have no parts of seeing that or thinking about that.
He wasn't the director. He's the executive producer.
You still got to watch it though.
So what? It's the truth.
I was about to say the same thing. From what I've seen and what I've heard, what Choke is saying is right on point. I think the reason that 50 executive produced, even if he didn't direct it, his name is a big reason. I guess it got so much push on Netflix or whatever, is because the situation with his child's mom and Diddy. And I don't know if he knew, maybe he did, maybe he did. I don't know if that she was getting down like that. And it's probably embarrassing because I remember when it first came out and 50 had tweeted something or put something on Instagram, was like, "You little dirty sex worker, you," or something like that. He was either trying to, save face or think about, some things to do to not put him in such a simp light, if that makes sense. Because really, I think that was pushed him over the edge in making being a part of this. Because I think if that didn't happen, then he wouldn't have been a part of this. Because what other reason would you have, to kind of, you know, you know, do this particular thing to Diddy, even though they had a shaky relationship. Diddy said some. Only thing I could guess is Diddy said some weird, creepy stuff to him in the past, but I don't see that as a means to making a whole documentary. I don't think he did anything necessarily bad to 50, from my understanding. But to push this out there, even though Diddy, from what's come out and what's been out before, has always had some deviant or questionable behavior and tactics. I don't see why 50 would attach his name to it. The only reason, like I said, would be because of his child's mom. Even given their history, it just didn't make any sense to me.
It happened. It's in court documents. We all know who she is. They called her Jane Doe. We know exactly who she is. Like, and you sitting there protecting her? Like she's wholesome? Nigga, she is a trick. She jumped off with 3 men a night for hours.
Yeah, this dude Choke crazy as hell, man.
Made for it. Daddy, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. And you go through a whole documentary and you bring up Cassie, but you don't bring up her because what? It hurt your feelings because you in love with her because that's your son's mother. Man, nigga, please.
Like I said, Choke, this whole interview was funny. I think the channel was called Comedy Hype or whatever. It was a funny interview, but like I said, I think that's part that Choke is talking about is the part that pushed 50 over the edge and making that being a part of the whole documentary. Because to me, other than that, it wouldn't make any sense. Because I saw the reasons 50 gave, for the victims, but I'm like, there's plenty of other people out there that do a lot of deviant stuff that he's not putting his name behind as far as like making a documentary, like countless amounts of like known public figures that he could have put his name behind, but he knew a lot of steam would be generated behind this whole Diddy thing. And I think, like I said, that straw that broke the camel's back was his child's mom just being a trick and him basically being a simp having a kid with her. But that's my 1-2 on it. Leave your commentary. Let me know what you think.